Bill, we're here at Bull Expo, and it's just an unbelievable event this year.
Yeah, we've been kind of hitting the whole audience today, the whole center, and here we are with one of our really favorites, and I'm sure they've been getting a lot of people walking by, seeing their booth, and just in awe of what's available out there now.
And
so
we have our sponsor?
Well, we have Mike Yslas with 12 Strike, and a couple of years ago, it was kind of a little menu board in 3D I saw up there, like, I'm mesmerized. And then last year, the bigger screens, more of the 3D, and it was amazing. Now this year, it's like a whole new generation. So Mike and Joshua Cohen, tell us all about it. I mean, you got the crowds out there this year.
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, this year we kind of stunned quite of the bowling industry. They saw this early in the beginning of the year. We developed an idea and was kind of wondering if it was actually going to be hitting the bowling industry as big as we thought it was. Actually, it became a lot bigger than we thought it actually came out to be. Originally, we decided to turn the lanes into a touchscreen type technology as the ball rolls down the lane. Animation actually appears on the lane and interacts with the ball. We actually teamed up with a great company, Josh Cohen here with Pearl Media, one of the world's basically in media. What they do is best is bringing animation to life. They've done quite a few things. We looked them up and said, this is a project they can take on, and they showed a lot more than we anticipated, actually, and they shocked the industry today. It was quite amazing to know that the major players out here were looking at our booth and saying, this is an amazing product. I'd like to see if Josh would like to explain a little bit more about his company, Pearl Media, and see what he thinks about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me here today. I'll be completely honest. I was a real novice to the bowling industry until I got here yesterday. And when Mike and 12 Strike called our company about 2 months ago about this idea that they had, which was perfectly in our wheelhouse, the idea of just kind of invigorating the bowling entertainment and the actual atmosphere for the consumers, but also bringing a new product for the bowling proprietors to draw in and gain new attention to the consumers. But and we did that by, as Mike explained, developing a system that actually allows when you throw a ball down the lane, we have a projection and a gesture system that interacts with the actual ball as it going down the lane. So, for instance, if you went over to our booth, you might have saw it going over a pond of fish. And when it moved with the pond of fish, the water would ripple and the fish would be attracted to the ball, or opening up new things like exposing the Budweiser images, or having things where dogs were following it around. So it's an entertainment opportunity, but at the same time, we also believe it's a way that the bowling owners can increase revenue by adding this as a new opportunity to enhance the experience, whether it's advertising, whether it's if someone's having a birthday party or a special celebration, or even leagues, putting the logos into these things, into the actual lanes, and really making it an enhancing what we spoke about is innovating the bowling experience, which we think is definitely was something that's needed in the industry.
Yeah, you mentioned the dogs. You mentioned the dogs, and my wife had been probably through half of the show already, and she was whooped, and she was sitting there. And what it is like 4 dogs are together, and the ball goes down the lane, and the dogs go chasing it. And I hadn't seen that one before, so I had it, Donna, come on over and look at this one. Hey, wow, I mean, she was whooped. So you can imagine the amount of excitement in a bowling center when they can see this going on. I mean, that's a great trick.
Yeah.
But you can do anything, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pearl Media, we are specialists in interactive and digital technology, and also from a creative side is delivering animations and bringing them to life in unique atmospheres and experiences. So the idea here is we can create and make that lane turn into anything. You want it to turn into a pond, into a football field if it's a football Sunday and all of a sudden you're in Chicago and you're bowling down Soldier Field. Whatever it is you want it to do, and it can all be custom for that specific bowling center, that particular lane, what's actually happening there, if it's a party, if it's a league. And the idea is we're going to bring a package to the industry that allows the bowling owners to easily customize their experience for their consumers.
And by customizing, if you want to do it a little bit more economically, you don't have to do all 60 lanes. You can do like 15-foot segments.
You can do basically, if you have private rooms or something like that, where you have a 2 or basically 4 lanes in a private room. That's pretty much what they're looking at right now. But there are some centers saying they want the entire house filled with it, and that's actually a great thing to see. Walking in, remember, this is made for cosmic bowling at night, where it's a lot darker. It's to get away from just all the disco lighting and things of that nature. And you see that very common everywhere, but when you walk into a center and you see the lanes themselves lighting up the whole bowling center and animation graphics happening on the lanes, it's completely different experience. It's something I've never seen, but yet they've only heard about. And like today, by saying we shocked the entire bowling industry, we had major companies from all over the world today that came down specifically just to look at the eyeball experience. This was one of the most successful days of 12 Strike, I believe, that helping to bring out new innovation, the lowest price, but yet keeping the bowling industry alive as much as powerful as possible. And we explained, this is not just dedicated for our company. We want this to be in every single AMF center. We want this to be in every Brunswick center. Any center that whatever scoring system or whatever product they have in there, we want this for the entire bowling industry, period. We want to be able to make it so common that when you say cosmic bowling, you're going to say eyeball, and I want to see it in every single center at night on Friday and Saturday nights. That's basically our goal.
Now, there's all kinds of packages now if they don't want to go the full 60 feet.
Oh, that's a
they
great
don't have
thing.
to, right?
Yes, that's another thing. To cut the cost down, obviously, we all want that product out there. We can actually do half the length, or we can do portions and have a bunch of advertising on there. But still something that comes to life on a lane, it's never been seen before. So Pearl Media here has developed a great concept for what they call the visual effect, along with bowling, to keep it more exciting. And it's quite the most unique thing yet. They say that's literally changed bowling industry today. It's a wonderful thing to hear and say.
And because bowling and billiards go so well together, you also have setups for pool and billiard tables.
Yeah, the pool table is another thing we're working on now to make it even more enhanced. That the video you saw in the beginning, that's probably working on next. We're trying to figure out how the pool industry is actually holding up today. We want to make it a lot more than just pool tables and billiards, but the bars that are inside the pool houses, or I should say the bowling industry centers. Imagine walking in, and since a lot of business is being done right now in the bar section, they see the whole wall like a huge aquarium and have a different scenery, and walk in and actually feel comfortable. They want to stay longer. The environment changes your attitude. We want to create that environment of more of a relaxing environment to make them stay longer. And if they stay longer, guess what happens? More money comes out, more drinks, more friends come over, and now you have a packed house. That is our goal, is to pack out every single bowling center we install.
Now, Joshua, when you first saw this, you got kind of surprised and shocked like everybody else, right?
When I first saw the eyeball or the actual Expo? Well, when we first saw the eyeball. So we've done similar stuff like this, but never to this sort of scale. So the way the system actually works is, obviously there's projectors involved that project the images onto the actual lanes, but then we actually have to make the actual projectors and the animation talk to each other. So if I'm doing if I'm doing a 60-foot lane, I might have 3 different projection zones. And as that ball's traveling at the fast speeds that it does, those projectors and images need to be able to speak to each other really quickly to interact what's happening actually on that lane to that bowl. And that's the challenge that we've been dealing with. And we figured it out. I mean, we have it there. We're going to be doing some more intense R&D in the next 30 days. And the goal is to have this product out and ready to be installed right after Labor Day weekend in early September, so that it can be in for, Halloween, the holidays, and then some.
Right. Obviously, the very first section, that first bowling center, will have it for testing and actually videoing. will be at Valencia Lanes in Newhall, California, right next to Magic Mountain. He's been one of our greatest customers of ours and supporting us, and believed in the idea so much. He said this is probably one of the greatest things and most different things he's ever seen that's creative for the bowling industry. He says, I want this to be the first. I want to see what it's going to look like, and I got to have it. This is what we've been hearing a lot, but Bill from Valencia Lanes has been really very supportive in seeing this product. Actually, the most creative things he's actually ever seen, he says.
Yeah. So we go to a lot of trade shows throughout the year. So, for instance, 2 weeks ago we were at Infocom in Las Vegas, which is just technology haven. And when I came here, one of the first things, and once we put this thing together and we turned it on, people in this industry are waiting and dying for innovation. I mean, the same, and what we're hearing, and not from what I know, is that they've been seeing the same sort of stuff over and over again, and they've been waiting for something to come in to kind of innovate the experience, that kind of differentiates their lanes from other things that are happening. And the starvation for technology and innovation in the bowling experience to match up with the everyday life of what's happening throughout the country, I think is something that's that is being, the people here are excited about and really want to be part of.
Mike, while we have the last few minutes, let's talk a little bit about the 3D waterproof TVs.
Well, yeah, we have a couple new other technologies. As you obviously know, we have outdoor TVs, 3D capability. We actually enhanced it a lot more than previously. We're still, even though I hate to say, still in finish of literally ending the development on it. Live television and 3D without glasses is a wonderful thing. We actually have also outdoor TVs, so bright, enhanced with over 25 million in contrast to one. It's a remarkable thing to see. What I call the past the Blu-ray technology. There's a lot of new things that we like to put our hands in, and to basically bring out new technology for a lower price. Today, obviously, you've always heard in the past $20,000 for a television. Well, we're selling for about $5,000 or so on a 46-inch television. Outdoor TVs are the same thing. We have a new technology of a touchpad system on a wooden table while they're sitting waiting to bowl next. Look up what's going on ESPN today, sports applications. We have a lot of new technology. The scoring system itself is a lot of more technology than we had last year. As far as the latest technology for the lowest price, it's almost a no-brainer in order for today's economy that we're trying to still keep alive with it. Yeah, we're trying to be the lowest price, not because we want to be, but because we can. We can buy for less, pass the savings on to our customers, show them that you can buy the best thing still today in market, still American-made, and we strive on that every day. We basically try to build literally the perfect scoring system.
Well, the TVs are going to help the bowling centers in the bar.
Oh, the TV should help a lot in the bar. Again, Bill at Valencia Lanes will have it installed there. He's noticed that the technology is there actually, and it supports us 100%, like he said. So anything you'll see on video should be coming out of his location. But we have a lot of good response out of it. Technology in the bowling industry just needs to have it more now. And as far as you know, as everybody else knows, 12 Strike has always been the leader in the innovation, always coming up with the newest ideas, and then the bowling industry will follow us. And this is another technology. We're hoping that everybody follows us once again, as they have in the past. I just pretty much love 12 Strike as the newest ideas, newest concept, but to keep the dollar low enough so everybody that can afford it.
And furniture for the bowling centers.
Oh, that's right.
For less.
We have new, basically, furniture. I totally lost my mind on that one. Bowling furniture now is part of 12 Strike. The latest, and you've probably seen the same furniture everywhere else. And it's always now modern-looking furniture. For the price, it's unbelievable. The pricing is half the cost almost of any competitor we've seen in the market. So it's very durable. It's long-lasting. The price is incredible for today's economy. So they're getting the best of both worlds. Yes, it's one of the things that by looking on our website, you'll be able to glance at everything that we have. And any kind of questions, you're more than welcome to call 12 Strike and ask for Mike, or just go on the website and you'll see for yourself. And then at the contact section, you can actually request information to be sent out.
phone number and website.
Well, the website is www.12strike.com. Phone numbers you can use actually the 562 area code number, which is it's a 984-6240. We had the 800 number before, but now it's used more for the tech calls nowadays.
Fantastic. And Joshua, tell us a little bit about how to get a hold of you if anybody's interested in maybe doing a project.
Absolutely. Thank you. You can reach us at www.pearlmediaus.com. We're based out of New Jersey. We have offices in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Miami. And you can also call the main office at 973-492-2300.
Thanks, guys, for coming in, and we'll be seeing you.
We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much,
Thank
Ken
you.
and Bill. Nice seeing you again.